Since James Gunn is making a new DC Cinematic Universe, how would I like to see the Titans done in this new universe? Now, the way I want to see the Titans done is pretty simple, to be honest. Dick Grayson Robin has to be the leader to begin with. The way I would like to see it is basically, it's kind of dumb, but if you have more progression to it, which it's like a universe, so you can have progression to it, right? Is the fact that it's more of a support group for sidekicks, really, of the DC universe. He's done just being the sidekick of Batman and realizes there's more sidekicks who could join. Like there's Speedy, there's Aqualad, and then there's Wonder Girl. I mean, not sure if you'd introduce them in that order, but they could be introduced. And then because they're there just to talk about things, because I don't think the adults are going to let them be heroic, because they kind of have to do it in secret. So other heroes start joining in the Titans, as he starts calling them. And more just to talk, but then they start helping other people just because, and they start, becoming more a family. So I already said that there's probably that in this version, at least the way I would like to see it, is that there's Robin, there's Speedy, there's Aqualad, and there's Wonder Girl, because those are the actual, main sidekicks. But I also want to introduce the other ones like we saw in the Teen Titans show. Yes, I'm going to introduce those people. So I want to see Starfire, I want to see Beast Boy, I want to see Cyborg, and Raven. But the way I want to see them is a little different since none of them were actual sidekicks. Starfire is a little bit easier. Basically the whole, she crashed down into Earth because, she's being chased by the people who captured her. Because remember, I know people forget that she's actually from a warrior planet because she was basically abducted. And her powers are natural, actually. Her flight is natural, but her laser vision and her blasts aren't natural. They were experimented on her to give her those abilities. So she's messed up from it. I still do want to see that scene where she crashed out into Earth and she kisses Robin to understand the language. It'd be funny. And then Robin's like, I don't have feelings. Shut up. Shut up. Because he's still a teenager. But she learns more about the Earth because he's very knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. So she kind of gravitates to him in that sense. And he gravitates to her. And I would like to see that romance. Because she's more positive, while he, at least by this point, isn't as positive as he grows up to be Nightwing. So I would like to see that progression with them. And with Beast Boy. He, I would say, was part of the Doom Patrol. If you wanted to introduce them, maybe he's by himself. Maybe you could say that he had no one because of his green skin. No one wanted him anymore, and he just kind of became a runaway. But he heard about these heroes who had amazing abilities and decided to join them. But because he doesn't want to show his depression about, basically being green, basically being alone, he kind of jokes about everything because he wants family. He joins them, he meets Cyborg, and Cyborg's also there for that same reason, because he's basically half machine now that he did not want from his dad. He'd rather died, and he has to work through that. So the Titans do, they kind of help him. Again, it was supposed to be like a support group, so I would see Cyborg joining in as that. And I would like to see Cyborg actually, having the blue, silver, and black with, actual skin on the arms and everything. So I would like to see Cyborg. And Raven, I feel like, again, they're all runaways, or at least people who need help, and the Titans became like a support group for all of them. So Raven joined it reluctantly because she knew she needed help, also wanted to find community. And Robin goes over his head when it comes to this, because he's like, I did not expect this many people to be here. I got all the sidekicks with me, but then these other teens wanted help, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to help them. So he basically becomes the leader. But then, they start having to fight Slade. Yes, I want to see Slade as their main bad. Even in the comics, he's their main bad. Maybe he wants to go after, some of the heroes for their abilities. He wants to go after Robin because he realizes how young he is and how much skill he has for Batman. He wants to mold him into his own creation. And so they start having this battle with them. They fight crime because they keep after him. And Batman basically funds the tower, Titan Tower. And the reason why it's a giant T is because, one, they're teenagers. They're going to have more flair to them than the adult counterparts of the Justice League. And so they realize, you know what? These teenagers can handle the smaller stuff. But behind the scenes, they're doing some really heavy lifting. Since they basically have an alien on their side too, Starfire. And so they learn to become a family. Beast Boy and Cyborg get along so well. Cyborg's still more of the front man. He's a little more serious than Beast Boy, but they both have the same amount of fun with each other. Because they both understand they are both disfigured in the way, because Beast Boy is all green, Cyborg is literally a cyborg. They both find the best out of each other. And yes, I would also like to see the romance between Beast Boy and Raven. They get closer. For the exact opposite reasons. Yes, I know that ship happened because of Teen Titans, but I don't care. I like it, and then people started making it in the comics, so yeah, you know what? I'm going with that. It's going to be cute and fun. So, they get together through the opposite means of how much best friends Beast Boy and Cyborg are. They don't like each other. At least Beast Boy tries to, because, you know, he's Beast Boy, he wants to be friends with everyone. But Starfire is literally having so much demon magic in her system, so much power, that she wants to be alone because of it, you know. But she learns to trust Beast Boy because he's always so genuine. Beast Boy doesn't lie to you about that stuff or anything. And Ben teaches Beast Boy how to be more, you know, responsible about things. So they help each other out. But then that blossoms into a beautiful romance. And that actually could be a joke that people would say, this is not going to last, or this is not going to actually happen. Usually I'm not a fan of the whole will they, won't they thing, but I think with them, it would work. But with Robin and Starfire, no, they have to get together fast. That can't be a will they, won't they. That's always really annoying. And we saw enough of that on Teen Titans. So, that's what I want to see with them. Speedy and Aqualad and Wonder Girl, I don't know what I would do with them exactly in this universe, but I would like to actually show the frustration between Robin and Speedy, because they basically the same to each other, like how Batman and Green Arrow are basically the same. Yes, they're pretty much the same in that sense, except personality-wise. But I would like to see that, like, joke, because again, this is James Gunn universe. There's going to be jokes on that front. So it would be funny to see Robin and Speedy just duke it out so often. And then Wonder Girl is also one of the most powerful, so it'd be cool to have, like girls' night outs with, like, Wonder Girl, Starfire, and Raven. So that would be nice. But then, like, show how, like, they have their own little adventures by themselves, which I feel like would be more natural than what in Endgame did with all the women showing up in that battle scene, which was strange to me. It didn't really feel natural. But this could be natural. They could, like, have a girls' night out that turns into something, you know, more battle. And then the boys can have the exact same thing. See, I want to show that they're having fun as being teenagers. Like this is like a team, but they're also friends. That's what I want to show the difference between the Justice League and Teen Titans. That they're family too. They found family through that. And then some will leave because, you know, will age out of that, don't want to do it anymore, whatever. But like, if they do want to stay, that would be nice too. They could even have Kid Flash later on if they would introduce a Flash, because I always preferred Wally being the regular Flash, so I'm not sure about that. Then we can, like, maybe introduce Superboy later on, because he is a clone of Superman, but I feel like that needs to be later on because of the fact that, you know, Superman's just starting. Or maybe not, since, you know, he's having a legacy movie and Batman's already having Damian, so that means that there must have had other Robins. I don't know. That part I'm a little confused about. So forget about that for the time being. Comment down below, what do you think? And something I would like to see that I don't think we see a lot in the Teen Titans is that Robin does feel a little jealous of his teammates. Not a lot, because he knows his worth. That he will feel sometimes that, hey, you guys have so much power and I'm not leading you. But what would be cool to see is, you know, him showing that he can do it. That he is the reason they're together and why they're a family. Because he's putting them together. Beast Boy's the glue, you know, of course, because, you know, he's adorable. But Robin is the main factor, which I want to show with that. They all have their own roles, which I want to show in this universe. Again, this is what I like about James Gunn's ideas, is because he puts the silly, the serious, and the wacky together, and it works perfectly. And I would like to see their comics done justice as well, like I did with Cyborg. I want to see it like that. Do it to the way where people want to see it correctly. Maybe make a joke about Robin's, you know, tidy whities, but I'm not sure that would work in this universe. Just give him the pants, green pants, that would work. But yeah, and the thing we gotta remember is these are teenagers. They will make a lot of mistakes, because they're learning. But that won't stop them. That will show that even though they're young, they can still whoop ass. And one thing that I would also like to see is that the Teen Titans, or the Titans mantle, is something that you can grow into. That, yes, they started as Teen Titans, but then they grow into Titans. But then, like, the Teen Titans could be like an organization where younger heroes, until they're 18, can decide to either join the Teen Titans or the Justice League. And that's how I would like to see that start up. Like, I want to see legacy through this. That things progress. Things go from nothing, someone doing an idea for something, to something improving into something more. And that's how I would like to see this universe done with the Titans. What do you think? Would you like to see the Titans done this way? Is there any characters you would want to see in Titans? Want to not see in the Titans? Please leave your comments down below so I can read them and show you what I think. And if you liked what you see here, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can cut up when my next videos come out. Thank you for watching.